I just left Wonderspaces. Right here is the fashion district. Wonderspaces is at 11th and basically 11th and Market. Now, I first found out about this when I was walking around the fashion district. By the way, quick history lesson. I remember being here in Philly for a week in the mid-90s. The fashion district is actually basically rebuilt, modernized gallery mall from the 90s. Look it up, do the research. But I saw this place. It's an installation art gallery, and trust me, it's big. Doesn't look it from when you approach in the mall, but it's big. So I've always loved art, modern art, interactive, you name it, especially abstract. But okay, checked out the website. Yeah, okay, cool. They change exhibits throughout the year, which is a really good thing. It keeps it fresh, keeps people interested. And then it was like, okay, any doubts I had were gone. Talked to a couple people here in Philly. In fact, right before I came up here, I was at my favorite restaurant, Liberty Point, down at the Seaport Museum. Mentioned, I was talking to the waitress, and I said, yeah, she's like, yeah, where's your next stop? I said, Wonderspaces. She's like, you'll love it. So I got a great recommendation from a few people in Philly, including the waitress, like 20 minutes before, literally 15 minutes before I walked into Wonderspaces. You have to buy tickets online and reserve a time slot, which makes sense. Which makes sense because, Wonderspaces is something where it's very interactive. They have a VR exhibit currently right now, which is cool as hell. They have light bulbs, which you'll see a photo and a quick video of if you scroll down. My favorite part though was the Philadelphia Top 100, where there's a wall and you can fill out a piece of paper. There's actually two, a different one where you can write down a memory, but Philadelphia Top 100 is a wall where you fill out a piece of paper, and on this piece of paper has three things: song title, artist, memory. I think that's cool and different because, you always you remember this, you remember that. Well, music and songs bring back a hell of a lot of memories to people. I know it does for me. Every time I hear Paradise by Styx, I think of, my beloved wife and I, our wedding song, our wedding day, So, the music has a true power that, getting sidetracked. But Wonderspaces now, this has been a busy day for me already, which sometimes I love the days where I some time to just hit Rittenhouse Square, hit a couple places here in Philly, just chill out and relax for half the day. But I need those running gun non-stop days. This is one of them. So normally blitz right through something, but I'm like, okay, 3:30, I got time for this. So what I did, it took me about 45 minutes between the two floors, and I actually just walked through, took my time, and experienced the entire gallery. It's great for the entire family. They actually have a bar in there which has an alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. I was a little dehydrated, went for a Diet Coke. Excellent, fantastic staff. And when you walk in, you actually have to scan a QR code, or you can go to an iPad. You have to sign a release form, which makes sense because, I hate to mention the C word, but not required because that's per Philly. They follow Philadelphia city government standards. But there's a couple things that, the one exhibit, the way it moves and everything, it's on a digital screen. You be careful of epilepsy. So some of these exhibits, you want to experience the whole thing, but they have you sign a release form. No big deal. Had the QR code. Fantastic, amazing staff. They're very helpful with, you might, people usually go, they tell you, give you suggestions and everything. I cannot say enough about the staff. Wonderspaces Fashion District, if you're down here in Philly, by the way, normally when I go to a place like Philly, New York, and cities, I don't really do the museums. I don't really do the whole quote-unquote touristy thing. But here in Philly the past few weeks, there have been a few exceptions, and Wonderspace is one of those very rare exceptions to my rule about that. So if I'm willing to drop 25 bucks into one fantastic, amazing experience, trust me, you have to check this out. Michael Phoenix, founder staff, Cerealville City, online media, July 1st, perfect, beautiful, hot summer day. 3 days from now is the official anniversary of Vale City, in the city where it started, in Philadelphia. Take care, everybody. Have a great summer. To everybody in the United States, have a happy and safe 4th of July weekend.